Alright, welcome to round one. This Penny Dreadful League. We have a pretty good hand on the play. I'm going to keep. I guess I'll lead on Island. Swiftwater Cliffs. Well, that means our opponent has played a tapped land, so Thought Erasure is going to be more impactful. Always feels nice to play Thought Erasure when the board is still empty. I see. Surging Flame is at the ripple spell. Okay, so I think it's between the Talisman and the Mana Leak, probably. Don't think we care too much about the Surging Flame. I'll take the Mana Leak so my next spell resolves. Fact or Fiction. That's pretty close. This just looks like a slower matchup, so Fact or Fiction is going to be good. I'm going to keep it, although I can see an argument for binning it. We do want to kind of hit land drops. But we get to Surveil again next turn, assuming our Thought Erasure does resolve and they don't top deck another counterspell here. Probably going to play out the Talisman though, and that lets them leave up Opt. That's fine. It does suck not having double blue for this neutralize, and we know we're not going to draw it because we have Fact or Fiction on top, but that's how it goes sometimes. So I think we fire off the Thought Erasure just for the scry. Their hand's not super good, but the Surveil, I should say. I kind of want to take an Opt now. I guess, yeah, I think taking an Opt is fine. Oh yeah, I'll keep the Bad River. It's not amazing, but it's fine. It's a tap land. So the reason there's Bad Rivers in this deck is specifically just because of Mystic Sanctuary, because looping Fact or Fiction with Mystic Sanctuary is how we plan to win the late game. Alright, what did they scry? Bottom. Sure. Island. What have they got here? Ral. Okay. This only hits creatures. That's not good. Planeswalkers. This card seems pretty powerful. Just a fork. He has multiple forks in the tank. It doesn't protect himself, but this is of course the problem with Thought Erasuring. We took an Opt and they drew a Planeswalker. Okay. So I've seen this card played with like Karn's Temporal Sundering to take 2 turns. Seems strong. They could also be a Wildfire deck because they're playing a good amount of mana rocks, or both. They could be like taking turns, or Wildfire, or like a combination of taking turns and Wildfire. Alright, no land there. I think I just have to pass though. I don't really want to fire off the cantrip to try to... Alright, so if they copy something like a really impactful spell, we could be in trouble. Because we can only counter 1 spell here. Up to the bottom. So now they get to double opt. They drew all 4 of their opts. Must be nice. It's a lot of value. We could fire off Fact or Fiction in response. So there is a Hero's Downfall in my deck, one copy. Alright, we'll fire off Fact or Fiction here. So Hero's Downfall would be nice. Just more lands to put our... Yeah, I think we're just drawing to the one Hero's Downfall. More lands to put the Lockmere Serpent into play and start pressuring this Ral is fine too. Duress and Thought Erasure. I think I'm just going to take the pile with the land, likely. Because if they put a land with Consume the Meek, they do know we missed a land draw. So I think the piles they should make are land, Consume the Meek. Nah, that's pretty bad, because it's like 3 impactful cards versus the land. Maybe it should be like land, Foff, Consume the Meek versus the 2 discard spells. I think that's a pretty good split. Depends what's in their hand, of course. I mean, Consume the Meek's obviously a blink. So, okay, this is alright too. It makes sense to put the more expensive discard spell with the Fact or Fiction. I think I'll take the pile with the land, actually. And the Duress. I think that's a good split on their part. Should I Duress them? They probably don't have any. I mean, we know they have 2 Surging Flames. What is this card? Alright, I'm just gonna. That has. It costs 7 mana and has a lot of words on it, so I'm gonna take it. I like these swamps. Weird. This is symmetrical too. Yeah. Double Ripple. Ripple's a cast trigger. That's kind of cool. Only bricked. Look at the cards. Could burn us out here. They have another Surging Flame in hand that we know about. It's like Cascade, huh? That's pretty cool. Alright, let's see if they ripple into another one. I might consider countering this just to use my mana. Grape Shot. Yikes. Maybe they have a Grape Shot in hand, that's why they're doing this. I think I'm just gonna counter this. I don't know if that's correct. Just want to use my mana. Like they have 1 card left, it could be something really scary. They only have 4 mana left though. I feel like if they had something else really scary. Okay, I mean, so I was going to counter that instead. They do get to see a lot of cards to find their other Surging Flame. They bricked 3 times in a row. Although I guess they only have 1 copy left in their deck, so. Alright, I'm at 7. Draw a card. Storm count is 5. Okay, that's pretty good. Now we can play our Serpent. Hostage Taker. I guess we could Hostage Taker a Talisman. Or Chalice. It's honestly not the worst, but I won't do it. Hopefully they just brick off here. Alright. 1 to the bottom. They're not playing. Could be a mana leak. Oh, they're playing something. Alright, that's great. Now I get to play the Serpent, clear the Ral. Perfect draw. Good. Sack a swamp to gain a life and draw a card. Try to, like... Kinda don't hate it. Alright, that's fine. I'll just pass. Now we have Drown in the Lock plus, Brown in the Lock plus Neutralize up. Alright, that doesn't change the clock. Could cycle this, there's a consideration for it. Should I draw another card? I kind of like hostage taking. Is playing a hostage taker change our clock at all? Not really, but I want to play my cards, so I'm gonna do it. I don't think this is good, but it's whatever. I want the Talisman or the Chalice? I'll take a Talisman. I don't really. Again, I don't think that's correct, but whatever. Just hold the Drown in the Lock here. Live to regret it. Let me play something ridiculous. Alright, that's a lot of mana. Yeah, I'm gonna drown this. Alright, opponent's seen enough. On game 2. Alright, so the sideboard playing against mostly creatureless decks. These cards go out for sure. Here's Downfall can stay in. Hostage Taker's like not that bad, but it's probably worse than this on average. I could see the Morris side in this matchup. I don't know what we name though. It's Ral or something. I don't know. Yeah, I like this plan. It's pretty clean, right? Cut 6 cards, bring in 6 cards. This is a mulligan, it looks like. This is fine. I think I'm gonna bottom the Neutralize actually. Although, yeah, I think I'm gonna bottom the Neutralize. It's a little bit clunky on the draw here because we have 2 tap lands. Let's see it on Bad River. Alright, well, I made the correct decision. Possible I was supposed to just lead on Mystic Sanctuary. See if there's Bad River. I don't know. Card on top with the opt, sure. Alright, do we want to Thought Erasure them this turn, or do we want to hold a Mana Leak? That is the $1 million question. I think I'm going to Thought Erasure them. I guess I could play Ral next turn if I Thought Erasure them. Does let me scry for a land drop though, which I like. Okay, so I'll take the bounce spell. This song's kind of a scary card, but I'll graveyard that because they have Sweltering Suns. Sure. Interesting that they brought that in. I'm not sure what. Maybe they. Yeah, I have no idea why they brought this in against me. I don't think I showed them anything in game 1 that would make that good. do anything, I'll fire off the frantic inventory on end step. Another factor fiction though. Alright. Good duress. I'll let neutralize. I'll just fire factor fiction on end step. Sure. Oh, I guess maybe they brought it in for frantic inventory. So Bad Lantern's a card that's like just cantrips and it's colorless, so it's fine. Maybe they just didn't have cards they wanted to cut. Or rather, they had cards they just wanted to cut. That didn't do anything. Like, I guess they still have Sweltering Suns in their deck. Which is okay against Hostage Taker specifically, which they did see. They didn't see this card in game 1. They have Storm cards in their deck. Am I supposed to counter this? I'll let it happen. Let's take a Mana Leak this. The Mana Leak. Yeah, we should probably Mana Leak it, because Mana Leak loses a lot of value. I almost want to cycle this Neutralize now, just to use all my mana this turn. It's probably wrong though. Thought Erasure. Take their last card. It's probably a land though. Yeah, I don't know that it's a land, but it's probably a land. Alright, more lands and more foffs. Foff into foff. It's a winning line. I'm gonna take the 2 lands because I have the foff in my hand. Should I duress their last card? I guess so. I have too many discard spells, might as well. Got it. Sad. Should I cycle one of these neutralizes? Probably not. There's a Serpent. I wasn't even really thinking that turn if I should play anything. It's just like went into autopilot. Alright, so I could play the Serpent, or I could like fire off another Factor Fiction. I guess I'll just get the Serpent down. Well, I guess they have Mana Leaks and stuff in their deck. Maybe I should, and they didn't play a land last turn, so maybe I should just fire off another Factor Fiction. Well, they're just F6, so I could have got my Serpent down, but it doesn't matter. So far ahead. Everything versus Frantic Inventory. I don't even want everything. Too many cards in hand. Alright, sure, whatever. Draw 2 more. Beautiful. There's our Hero's Downfall. I'm gonna Thought Erasure then. Just to get some cards out of my hand. Alright, well, they're not doing too hot over there. I guess I will pass the turn. My hand is so stacked. I guess that's what happens when you cast 3 Factor Fictions or whatever. I guess it wasn't 3, I guess it was only 2. I'm gonna cycle this because I like spewing value. I just drew another one. Alright, here goes. Eye of the Storm, playing around Mana Leak. Alright, they saw enough. We'll be back for round 2.